UFC 320 is over. Here's my experience.
I see my haters proud of me now. When I'm around, it's all smiles. I took over my whole town.
This thing off, I'll give UFC 320 a solid 9 out of 10. It was very entertaining from top to bottom for the most part. Not so much at the bottom. So with that being said, here's the first half of the prelims and then how I thought about them and what they was like. But the first prelim I would like to talk about is Mr. Edmund Shabazian taking on Andre Muniz. It feels like Edmund Shabazian has been in the UFC for a very long time, but that man is still only 27 years old. And when his first round knockout win over Andre Muniz, he's on a 3-fight winning streak right now, finishing 2 of those fights, while Andre Muniz goes on a 2-fight skid with back-to-back first-round losses. If he's still in the UFC, I think it's probably going to be used as a resume builder going forward. But this man, Edmund Shabazian, I think he's going to be making waves here really soon, and he is looking very, very dangerous. His ability to get off the ground and throw a shot that absolutely rocked Andre Muniz and then followed up with some mean ground and pound was a very, very good sight to see for Edmund Shabazian. What do you guys think about his performance? Who do y'all think he gets next? Let me know. Following that fight, we had 2 of UFC's newer signings going at it head-to-head. We had Jakob Wilklatz taking on Patchy Mix, and Jakob Wilklatz, I didn't give him the fight, but I can see where you give him the fight. I'm trying to remember if it's round 1 or 2 that was the decisive round, like that was the split round, because round 3 was easily Patchy Mix, and I want to say round 1 was easily Jakob Wilklatz. I'm not 100% sure about it, so I think it's round 2 that's the decisive round, but I thought Patchy Mix won it, but Wilklatz, he showed that he got an iron chin. He's able to bounce back after anything that's thrown at him, and hopefully he performs a lot better. I know that round 3, literally, he was late on the entire time, but I thought it was 1-1 going into the 3rd round and thought Patchy Mix won it. It is what it is. Following that fight, we probably had the upset of the night. We had Mr. Daniel Santos taking on Yo Chang Sho and kept his hands low, and that man Willie Cat was able to catch him with a powerful left that stunned him and followed up with some mean ground and pound strikes on the ground, and he scored the massive upset over Yo Chang Yo. In the prelim main event of the night, we had Thibaut Gutierrez taking on Tristan Vines. And this fight is pretty much what we expected for Tristan Vines to take this fight on 4 days' notice against an absolute monster in a Thibaut Gutierrez first-round finish and a knockout that was kind of weird, but after the replay, it looked like the elbows knocked him off balance, and he was just kind of sitting there laying on top of Thibaut Gutierrez. His hands off of him, threw it to the side, and threw some more powerful shots on the ground. A very easy night at the office for Thibaut Gutierrez. Hopefully, we can get him back into the UFC octagon very, very soon because he took literally no damage in that fight. So I cannot wait to see what Thibaut Gutierrez does next. And Tristan Vines, I don't know if he gets another UFC shot, but it didn't make a very good first impression. What did you guys think? Starting up the main card, we had Mr. Joe Piper take Abus Magomedov, and this man, Joe Piper, dropped the first round. Looked like he was kind of out there just sleepwalking and couldn't pretty much controlled the entire time by Abus Nurmagomedov. But that man, Abus, like he was starting to gas too. And then the second round came around, Joe Piper said, you know what, I'm going to throw these hands and they're going to connect. And they did. They rocked Abus on the feet. He got him to the ground, was able to secure the rear naked choke in the second round. Very, very okay performance from Joe Piper. I cannot wait to see what he does next, but great way to bounce back after a very nonchalant first round from Joe Piper. And one of the wilder finishes of the night, we have Mr. Yusuf Zalal taking on Josh Emmett in a fight where no strike landed on either side. We got a first-round submission win. This man is Yusuf Zalal. As soon as Josh Emmett tried to take a step forward, took him down, got his arm, got the verbal submission from Josh Emmett, somebody who's been in there with some of the best in the world, and he got the first-round submission win without getting touched. I cannot wait to see who Yusuf Zalal draws in his next fight because it should be somebody pretty highly ranked, and I'm pretty sure that fight is going to be amazing whenever it happens. I don't know who he gets next. He called out Lerone Murphy and said Diego Lopez deserves the title shot after knocking out Mr. John Silva, which I'm not opposed to it. This fight will be a very, very fun one. Who do you guys think he gets next? Let me know. In the people's main event, we have Mr. Yuri Prochazka taking on Khalil Roundtree Jr. And this fight was an absolute clinic from Khalil Roundtree in the very first 2 rounds, as that man looked faster, looked sharper, looked more powerful, and then the 3rd round came. And then Yuri Prochazka came out. And Yuri Prochazka, who fights like that, if your name's not Alex Pereira, good luck. That man put his foot on the gas and did not take a step back. Cracked Khalil Roundtree a couple of times. Khalil Roundtree just couldn't hold up anymore. He was rocked, he was rocked, he was rocked. Then Khalil Roundtree just And then Yuri Prochazka was able to put the finishing touches on it with a left hook face plant knockout. This man, Yuri Prochazka, is in the fight until the fight is over. And Yuri Prochazka, what does he do next? Alex Pereira is talking about going up to heavyweight. So that should leave a vacant light heavyweight title opportunity for him, and the perfect opportunity for him to fight Carlos Ulberg if Alex Pereira is moving up. But what did you guys think about this performance? This performance was the definition of a samurai heart. That man did not give up on himself, and he was rewarded at the end. This fight was one of the better ones of the night. In the co-main event of the night, we have Mr. Merab Dvalishvili taking on Corey Sandhagen. And Merab Dvalishvili, I'm saying it now, as of October 6th, 2025, that man is the GOAT in the bantamweight division. You can't just look at his title defenses. You gotta look at what led up to him getting the title shot. That man has cleared this division out. Cleared them out, and we're talking about some rematches with some fights that he absolutely dominated in. I'm talking about 5-0 dominated in. And Merab made Corey Sandhagen one of the trickiest puzzles in MMA look very, very beatable and look very, very easy. That man Merab, in the second round, I thought he was going to get a knockout. And I said, if he gets a knockout here, I don't think there's anybody in the UFC that's going to be competitive with him, because he was throwing his hands, not the most technical hands of throwing, but they was throwing, they was coming fast, and he was trying to knock Corey Sandhagen out, which is really, really good on Corey Sandhagen part, because he was able to survive that and go another 15 minutes with that machine. But Merab Dvalishvili showed that he is the champion of 135, and I think it's going to stay that way for a while. He even said that he wants to fight again in December. That'd be 4 fights for a UFC champion. Unheard of. Great fight for Merab Dvalishvili. In the main event of the night, we have the rematch that a lot of people were waiting on. We had the champion Magomed Ankalaev taking on the former champion Alex Pereira. In this fight, Alex Pereira said he was sick the first time. I believe him. I believe him. That's how he came out and fought the second time. He had no respect for Magomed Ankalaev's power coming back at him. He just walked him down through big shot, through big shot, through big shot. Then the big right hand came through. It looked like it startled Magomed Ankalaev. He took a panic shot. Alex Pereira easily defended it, got the top control, and just started laying down vicious ground and pounds. Those elbows was going through the guard, on top of the guard. This man, Magomed Ankalaev, just wasn't moving. He might not have been close to being unconscious, but he was not fighting back. The referee's job is to save that man from getting hurt. He wasn't doing anything. He was not moving. Alex Pereira was hitting him for like 30 seconds before the referee stopped that fight. You're not going to tell me somebody's punching somebody who's not moving for 30 seconds that's a bad stoppage. I disagree. But Alex Pereira is the UFC light heavyweight champion once again, and he said he wants to fight a heavyweight. I don't know who that fight entails, if it's the Tom Aspinall, if it's a Ciryl Gane if he wins, or if it's John Jones. I don't know, but Alex Pereira should have the pick of the litter, and I cannot wait to see what Chama does in his next time out, because he is a very, very exciting fighter. But what was your favorite fight of the night? What was your biggest surprise of the night? Like always, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bigger people, peace.